Doc Hudson is one of the most mysterious and important characters in the entire Cars franchise. Before he became the quiet doctor of Radiator Springs, Doc was a legendary race car known as the Fabulous Hudson Hornet. But his incredible racing career ended in a way that changed his entire life. Here's the complete story of Doc Hudson. Part 1. The Fabulous Hudson Hornet. Long before Lightning McQueen arrived in Radiator Springs, Doc Hudson was one of the greatest racers of his generation. He became famous on the racetrack, winning race after race and building a reputation as a champion. Doc wasn't just another racer, he was one of the best. His skill, experience, and determination made him a racing legend. Part 2. The crash that changed everything. But Doc's career would eventually come to a devastating end. During a race, Doc suffered a serious crash. After the accident, he was forced to leave professional racing behind. And this wasn't simply a temporary setback. Doc never got the comeback he wanted. The racing world moved on without him. New racers arrived, and Doc's achievements slowly became forgotten. The worst part wasn't just losing his career, it was being forgotten. Doc had once been a champion, but the newer generation of racers barely knew his name. Eventually, Doc left the racing world completely. He traveled until he eventually settled in Radiator Springs. There, he became the town's doctor and lived a quiet life away from the racetrack. Part 4. Then Lightning McQueen arrived. Everything changed when Lightning McQueen became stranded in Radiator Springs. At first, Doc couldn't stand Lightning's attitude. Lightning was young, arrogant, and obsessed with winning. He reminded Doc of the racing world he had left behind. But eventually, Doc realized something. Lightning wasn't just an arrogant rookie. He had the potential to become something special. Part 5. Doc becomes Lightning's mentor. Doc secretly began training Lightning. He taught him that racing wasn't just about speed. It was about control, experience, and understanding the track. Most importantly, Doc taught Lightning lessons that went beyond racing. Lightning began to respect Doc, and Doc began to see something he hadn't seen in years. A racer who could carry on the legacy of the old racing generation. Part 6. Doc's legacy. Eventually, Lightning discovered the truth about Doc's past. He learned that the quiet doctor in Radiator Springs had once been a legendary racer, and Lightning didn't want Doc's legacy to disappear. He gave Doc the recognition he deserved. Doc even returned to the racing world as Lightning's crew chief. For the first time in years, Doc was back where he belonged. Part 7. Doc's final chapter. Sadly, Doc's story eventually came to an end. Doc Hudson passed away before the events of Cars 3. But his legacy continued. Lightning carried Doc's lessons with him throughout his career. And when Lightning eventually became a mentor himself, he passed those lessons on to Cruz Ramirez. In a way, Doc's influence never really disappeared. Doc Hudson started his life as a racing legend. He lost everything after his career-ending crash. He became forgotten. But after meeting Lightning McQueen, Doc found a new purpose. He didn't just help Lightning become a better racer, he became the mentor who changed Lightning's entire life. And even after Doc was gone, his legacy continued through Lightning and Cruz. What do you think was Doc Hudson's greatest achievement? Let me know in the comments, and subscribe for more Cars character life stories. And when we hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm doing a face reveal. So if you want to finally see who's behind the channel, hit that subscribe button and help us reach 1K. I'll see you in the next video. Peace!